Hello everybody, it's I, the Waluigi Big Mac, and before we start this Let's Play, as of the time I'm recording this message, which is the evening of July 31st, Nintendo very recently put out their Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. And in this specific showcase, Namco announced that they're doing a Pac-Man World Re-Pac, or Pac-Man World 2 Re-Pac, which I'm very excited for, mind you. But this Let's Play was recorded, one, before the announcement, and two, under the assumption that they weren't gonna do a Pac-Man World 2 Re-Pac. So, hey, I'm very glad to be proven wrong, but I'm also kind of annoyed because I would have rather done the waiting for the remake to come out before even doing this Let's Play. But you know what? That's fine, because I'll definitely plan because I was originally planning on doing a playthrough of the Japanese version of the game, because that version is so significantly different different in the sense that it's easier, but if anything, that might just be a decent bonus video I can do one day. But as for Re-Pac 2, considering it seems like there's going to be actual voice acting, I think it might be a better idea if what I'm trying to say is that later down the line, I'll do a playthrough of Pac-Man World 2 Re-Pac. Don't expect it to happen anytime soon. Think of it happening like 1 or 2 years down the line. Alrighty then, with that being said, folks, I hope you enjoyed the first episode of my Pac-Man World 2 Let's Play. Have a good one. Hello everybody, it's I, the Waluigi Big Mac, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. It's about time I do a sequel to one of the games that I've done, it's about time I do a sequel to one of the games I've done for a Let's Play. In this case, a few years ago I did Pac-Man World 1, specifically the remake, because it recently came out at that time. And after playing through the original PS1 version, yeah, it definitely was needed. Also, Also, no. We're not playing through that intro again. Anyway, we're gonna do a new game. Now here's the thing. I never beaten this game as a kid. I guess we'll overwrite save file 2. Never beaten this game as a kid, but I'm definitely familiar with how this game works. So I'm fine with like trying to see if I can finally beat this game after all these years. It's also, in case you can tell, I am running this on Dolphin Emulator.
The ghosts have unwittingly unleashed an ancient evil upon us by removing the golden fruit from the tree. According to this book, our ancestors fought against this very evil. In ancient times,
I see. We're having some Pac-Man lore.
Created a powerful potion that turned 5 fruit from Pac-Land into the golden fruit that was stolen today. Armed with these magical fruit and a great deal of bravery, Sir Pac-a-Lot faced the all.
Hey, you guys remember him from the racing game, right?
Sir Pac-a-Lot defeated Spooky and imprisoned him, and he has remained there until now. Pac-Man, the golden fruit are in the hands of the devious ghosts, and Spooky is on the loose again. You must retrieve the golden fruit and defeat Spooky, or all of Pac-Land will be doomed.
Interesting. So, basically, grab the golden fruits, or Pac-Land is doomed. Pac-Man, welcome to Pac Village, the heart of Pac-Land. You have a long adventure ahead of you, but you can always return home for some diversions. The arcade is the building to the right. Sue's usually there taking care of things. She can give you a tour of the arcade if you like. Now, on to more important matters. This here is a health wedge. We already know what these are from Pac-Man World 1. These heal your health, blah, blah, blah. Now, they did change it where you cannot pick them up if you're at full health. Obviously, these are Pac Dots. Eat 50 and you get 1 health wedge. These are extra lives. Tokens collecting these will unlock games in the arcade. And then here's the exit to Pac Village. Power pellets, I'll eat Ghost. Ghosts will hurt you if you touch them when they are not blue. Good luck, Pac-Man. There we go. So yeah, so we're not going to go out just yet because we're going to try and grab everything in this area. Now Pac-Man World 1 was kind of a collectathon, but also not really at the same time. This game kind of leans more heavily into the collectathon sort of things. Like, you don't have to collect everything. There isn't really a reward for doing so. Also, let me just make sure I eat this fucker here. But yeah, they actually had a lot of collectibles here. Like, there's fruit. Like, there's fruits on the buildings here. You know what? I should probably explain the controls real quick. So obviously you can move around. Pac-Man has his signature butt bounce from the first game. He has his rev roll from the first game. He can no longer throw Pac Dots though. Instead, he has a new move, the flip kick. Some people, and you can do this by pressing. You can either press B while in the air, or you can just press A and B at the same time and you can do it. This is also a good way to cancel rev rolling. But to put it this way, I lost my train of thought. Shit. Yeah, so one thing you should probably mention, Pac-Man has a different moveset in all 3 of the games. Now, of course, you can still use butt bounce to try and hang on to stuff. There we go. Here's our first token here. And the tricky part is trying to get from house to house. Now, I believe we can probably get up here if we butt bounce like this. Yep, just like that. We can get on the sign here. And you can press A while you're like, you know, mid butt bounce, and it'll actually stop all your momentum. Pretty useful if you're trying to make precise jumps. I know things are going way too fast, but and I'm not going to be able to collect everything. I'm not going to go on my way to try and collect everything here. Like, this isn't a 100% playthrough, but I'm going to try and grab the stuff I know that I can 100% grab, because tokens I'm not going to go on my way for, but they do give you some cool stuff you can do at the arcade. Come on, I was able to do this before. Why are you being a jackass right now, game? There we go. Yeah. This is what makes this is what makes this tricky. It's kind of some of the, like, the game is kind of finicky with what you can or can't land on. Like, the game is, like, very finicky there without letting me land on the fence there. And I'm not getting enough height, so I can't get onto the roof of this here arcade. Yeah, so, like, there's some ways you can do this. There's other ways you can do it. Like, I'm sure you can probably butt bounce right here. Yeah, get on like that. That's probably a bit easier method of doing that. And yeah, and like, you have to be at the very top of that arcade sign. Like, right here is perfectly fine. And luckily, you can reposition yourself. Ah, too late. Alright. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to kill myself to grab everything. I think we wasted enough time trying to jump on that arcade. So if anything, let's just walk around here. Grab that. Collect a few more of these Pac dots. The game will actually outright tell you if you collected everything of a specific fruit. And I believe if you want... Now, here's the thing. There's one building that Professor Pac did not mention. And I believe it is this purple house right here. Sorry, Pac-Man, the ghosts vandalized the museum when they stole the golden fruit. We need 150 tokens to complete the repairs. Come back when you have enough. So, you got 150 tokens. This will actually... Now, the guy right there said that this is a museum. The game actually allows you to view some concept art and everything. Also, let me kill these guys. They're kind of annoying little buggers. Let's see. I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah. 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 Camera angle can be. Ouch. Okay. I took damage from that poison ivy there. Yeah. Somewhere around here, I believe there's a token that's on a tree or something. It might be that one right there. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, kind of hard. Yeah, kind of hard to get to. I don't remember how you. For the life of me, I can't really remember how to get to it. Oh, you know what? I think you have to jump on the arcade, and either rev roll off the sign here. Or you know what? Even better. Maybe rev roll off of Professor Pac's house. But yeah, as you may see here, each house kind of has their own, like, stuff on top of it. Yeah. Now, as far as I got in this game, I got to the 4th world, which is the volcano level. That's where things actually start getting turned up difficulty-wise. So, I'm sure I can probably handle it now. Considering, like, you know, I went through the Anton Blast Let's Play. I've done... This right here should be good. Got it! Yep, that's what you have to do. You have to angle yourself on Professor Pac's house. Okay, we got 5 tokens. I don't remember if that gives you... Whew, good thing the game is... Okay, good thing the game is kind of generous enough to... Yeah, like I said, very finicky with the platforming. Like, for stuff like this, you kind of have to be pinpoint perfect, and I think that's, like, the only, like, major complaint I've really had with this game. Just thinking of it now. But, as stated in the Pac-Man World 1 Let's Play, this game actually kind of... This game was actually notorious. Well, I wouldn't say notorious, but the Japanese version of this game is actually easier than the US version. Because some of the levels were actually cut in half to make it easier for the Japanese audience, which, again, is weird because you normally you think the Japanese versions would be even harder. But, nope. So, I'm just going to go on a limb and say that Namco just does not like their American audience. I've yet to see anyone say otherwise. The only one I think the only person that actually does care about their American audience is probably the fighting game devs. So Tekken and so Harada from Tekken, and I don't even remember who does Soul Calibur. But yeah, as you saw there, we collected, I think it was the medals we collected everything for. There we go. Completely nailed it that time. There we go. Yeah, I couldn't really get a good grip right there. Yeah, and of course, if we were going into the arcade, for example, I'm pretty sure everything will actually, like, you know, reset. Ooh. Well, I was able to get up there, I nearly was able to get up there perfectly fine. I think there's, like, a specific angle you can get this at. Let's give the arcade one more decent attempt. Okay, there we go. There we go. We collect all the Pac dots. We got all the cherries. And unfortunately, we fell off. I think the only thing we're missing is that apple there, which might be the last apple. I'm trying to remember. Is there anything else I missed? Because I believe we got everything else. Yeah, there's no oranges. There's obviously no Galaxies in here. Yes, Galaxies are still in here. And yes, they do still, in fact, do mazes. We technically won't learn about those until, like, the 3rd level of the game. Well... Yeah, well, 3rd level, not including, Pac Village. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, well, other than that, I'm pretty sure we collect just about everything. Like, everything else here. So, we're gonna move on now, because we already spent, like... We already spent too long fucking around here. Pac-Man, my name is Sue, and I'm usually here running the arcade. You can play these games by collecting tokens found throughout Pac-Land. Let me tell you a little bit about each of the games in the arcade. So we got the original Pac-Man, was released in 1980. You need 10 tokens. So this is usually the one you immediately get access for. Pac-Attack was first released for consoles in 1993. You need 30 tokens to play. Pac-Attack being literally just shitty Tetris with Pac-Man. You can play different music selections from the game here. You need 60 tokens. Pac-Mania was first released in 1988. You need 100, and then Miss Pac-Man, which Namco can't even use anymore. So I'm not sure what they're going to do when they try to re-release this game. But Miss Pac-Man was released in arcade in 1981. You'll need 180 tokens to play this Pac-Man. Play the Pac-Man World 2 mazes here after you complete them in-game. However, I have already unlocked the first maze just for you. So, we can do the first maze if we really want, but we're going to be doing it anyway, so I have no reason to. And like I said, everything... Oh, never mind. I guess everything's still safe here. Let's bully the professor a bit. Yeah, you can bully the other pack people here. It is pretty funny. Enemies do respawn though, so do be weary about that. Yeah, but yeah, I think the only way you're getting up on top of that is if you have. Also, the camera is very weird at times because the buildings can actually block the moving the camera, so you do get very weird angles at times. You know, but this is stuff you're going to expect from classic platformers anyway. I mean, this game did only release in this game did only release in 2002. Actually, I don't think we never got into the green building at all. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's still melon right there. Ah, shit. Fuck off, stupid muncher thing. Alright, we're gonna give this a few more attempts. If anything, I think the best thing I could do here is to do this. There we go. And then do this. All melons collected, and I believe that is... Yeah, I believe we got every single item here. Yeah, didn't think... And here I thought I wasn't going to be able to do that. Well, I guess that's what happens when you try to be persistent. But we collected everything. Well, there's only one way to find out if we got everything, and that's to leave the village. So we're going to move on now, finally, folks. Oh, no, I actually wanted to save. Oh well. Okay, we got all those. All those. Yeah, we 100%ed that. So, because of that, we actually got a bonus token. The Bare Basics. Here's the first level of the game, folks. We're just going to eat all these ghosts here real quick. Because... I don't know about these ghosts, man. They... Like, something about them just kind of irks, like, really, like, irks me a bit. Now, here's the thing. I won't fully be able to 100% these courses, because once you beat them, there are actual time trials you can do, and when you beat these time trials, you get a bonus token. So there's plenty of ways to get tokens on, like, the game issues. I think there's just enough tokens you can collect in the game to be able to unlock Miss Pac-Man without needing to do time trials. But if you were to do a proper 100% playthrough, like, if you were to do a proper 100% playthrough, you would have to do the time trials. And obviously, I'm not doing a full 100% playthrough. We have boxes here. We're going to jump over here and collect these fruit here. Now, that pit will not kill us if we fall down here. I want to fall down. Well, I mainly wanted to check and see if there's anything down here. You never know what these game devs are thinking. There we go. Bears! Yeah, so butt bounce is your main form of attacking in this. Also, Pac-Man done turned that bear into a sign. Rev rolling. I already mentioned what rev roll. I already mentioned the rev rolling, but yeah, that's how you can get up hills. And then the flip kick can also deal damage, but it's mainly useful for enemies that are in the air. we're just gonna be collecting all these packs. Because if anything, I want to try and collect everything, but I'm not gonna go all my way to collect everything. And I don't remember if this game is like Pac-Man World 1, where dying, even if you collected something but you died, like, part of me wants to say that in this game, if you die, you have to collect everything over again. I'm pretty sure that's what the case scenario is, if I recall correctly. Because I played this game a lot as a kid. Like I said, never beaten it, but I definitely played the game a lot. Definitely replayed a lot of these earlier levels. And I'm sure you guys already know, but we are able to play the original Pac-Man. We're not going to do that, obviously. I mean, it's just Pac-Man. I might do Pac Attack, because that's a bit more lesser known entry in the series. Let's see, how do I... There we go, I was about to say, there's a way to go underwater in this. It's the B button. There's no drowning mechanics as far as I know. And then we got the metal power-up here. Metal power-up, obviously this thing first appears in Pac-Man 1. This allows you to walk underwater. So you can break boxes that are on the bottom here. Should be able to get this one in plenty of time. Yep. We got all the melon, or sorry, cherries. Sorry, cherries. We got all the cherries. Kill that guy. Kill that guy. Obviously, jumping behind there is the end of the level. We collect all the pack dots. Another metal power up here, and another one right here. Let's see. Part of me wants to say that I'm missing something. Let me jump back down here just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to double check when it comes to these type of games. I'm not really seeing anything. So if anything, I guess I'll just wait for the power up to run out. If anything, there might still be some. Aha! Yeah, there is some fruit still floating around here. Okay, I think that might be everything. Let's move on. I'm sure we got everything. If not, then fuck me, I guess. And just like that, the first level complete, and I mean, obviously it's a tutorial level. Of course we're going to complete it. This time, let's actually hit save. Don't know why it defaults to no. Curious. Oh, what did we miss? Grr, damn those strawberries. Nah, no bonus token for us. But yeah, see how there's 2 bonus tokens there? Yeah, so the other one is for completing the time trial. But however, while you're doing the time trial, when doing the time trial, you cannot collect the fruit. Because all fruit gets replaced by clocks. Yeah. Also, this is where I mean, if you're an absolute beginner of 3D platformers, the difficulty here actually does get ramped up. Because, you know, well, there's a pit here. And if I fall here, this would be a good opportunity for me to learn. Remember, if the game actually is nice enough to let you keep the collectibles you grab. Because again, if I recall correctly, I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Yep, and then we got a bunch of stuff here. Ow! Fucker! Yeah, but that's what those guys do. They fucking bite your ass. And then they just kind of continue biting your ass if you don't fucking squish them with your trademarked butt bounce. Woo! Checkpoint. All right, so everything we collected from this point onwards. So yeah, so everything we collected this point onwards. So yeah, anything we collected at this point onwards is now legally ours. Ow. The fuck? Up, and there we go. Well, now we can actually see, yep, we have to recollect everything. So, yep, so this game is not as nice as the original. Okay, yeah, this guy's kind of annoying to deal with. Woo-wee. Fuck you, bear. No one likes you. And then, just like that. Now, unlike the first game where you have to collect the galaxy and then bring it to the door, you actually have to, collecting the galaxy automatically starts a maze. Now, here's the thing. The mazes in this game works like classic Pac-Man rules, which means if Pac-Man touches a ghost, he fucking dies, man. Those ghosts are scary. Scary. Some very scary shit, man. Let's grab this fruit because we can. Yeah, so we can't really damage boost through the ghosts this go around. I'll probably explain this little tidbit as soon as we get to it. Pretty soon. Because I have a feeling we're probably going to clear this whole area pretty fast. And when I mean this whole area, I mean like the first world. Which each world technically consists of either like 2 or 3 levels and then a boss fight. I'm pretty sure 3 levels, I'm pretty sure, is the norm for this. Yeah. Now, this maze, I'm pretty sure, is shaped like the actual classic maze, so it's pretty easy to navigate around this. And just like that, maze complete. And I believe in order to replay the mazes, I think I don't know if you just have to play them, or if you actually have to complete them. But anyway, completing them, if you want the 100% the level, you have to complete the mazes. Because if you don't collect the Galaxian. I'm pretty sure what that does. Oh, apples collected. Alrighty. Let me jump over here. Did that? Oh, for a minute there, I thought he jumped off and died. Oh yeah, that guy's kind of fucking around with that. Anyway, and this is going to take us all the way back here, just to get one stinking yet kind of cool token. All right, so we got that. We have to collect this thing right here. Yeah, that guy's going to try and, shoot you with a gun. And I don't remember if... I also don't remember if this game works like Pac-Man World 1, where touching an enemy or getting hit by an enemy attack while having the power palette makes it so that you still take damage or not. Okay, I don't see anything right there, so I'm not going to try and jump towards that. However, we nearly missed the fruit here. Those sneaky game devs, they like to hide them fruit. Also, thank you. I'm not gonna do any form of platforming. Also, that's all the Pac dots, by the way. Okay. I forget. I believe you have to jump from there. Woo! That was a close one, folks. Wait, we're missing a cherry. Folks, we may be missing a fruit somewhere. So that begs the question, where the fuck did we miss one? Let's backtrack, shall we? We grabbed all the tricky ones over here. Let's see, I don't see anything right here. That's obviously a pit of death right there. Yeah. I think my biggest complaint about this game is how limited the camera is. Well, let's see. Well, we missed a token right there. We can't reach right there, so... There's probably like a cherry hidden somewhere that we completely missed. Yeah, because like in order to get back over here, you're gonna have to rev roll. Let's begin the level. I don't see any. I don't see. Aha! I think I see where we missed something. Come on, I know you're gonna... There you go. Or not. I thought I saw one. Because, let's see, here's the beginning of the level. Was I fooled? Well, maybe, let me go try, because let's see, because I was looking this way. And I thought I saw a cherry over there, but guess not. Yeah, I highly doubt. 13 seems like, yeah, 13, think about it, 13 seems like too much of an odd number for them that you know, stop stop cherries on. So yeah, we're definitely missing one somewhere. But where? Ah, here we are. I see our problem here, folks. We have to find our way over there. There we go. Whoo-wee. All the cherries, and we were also missing a strawberry, too. And we got ourselves a token. There we go. Whew. Like I said, those game devs are very sneaky, so you always got to keep your eyes peeled. Well, I'm pretty sure we collected... Oh, the thing that... Imagine if we fell off there because of the button. Alrighty. So that power-up turns so small. I'm not sure if it really is used for anything else other than ending levels or going through mouse-sized holes, but... I mean, I guess it makes sense. Also, 100%. But we missed we missed a token somewhere. But, you know what? That's fine. And then here's the third level of this first world. Also, stag beetles. Hope there aren't any arachnophobes here. Hate to give you guys the heebie-jeebies. But yeah, like I said, this game immediately doesn't really. This game's like the first. This game is like the first game. It doesn't immediately doesn't pull its punches with the platforming. Ah, fucker! Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah. So they decided that what else the game devs thought this game needed? Fall damage. So, yeah, fall from a great height that isn't outright death. Yeah. Yeah, that shit's gonna hurt, man. Now, I don't think you can't, like, outright... Now, I don't think you can outright die. To fall... Well, I mean, outright die as in, like, you fall so high that you just immediately die. I believe regardless of the height you fall, you aren't going to die from, immediately, die from falling too high. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whew. That could have ended, that could have been legitimately a disaster. Let me back up. Wow, wait, wow. We collect all the strawberries already? Damn. Alrighty. There we go. Now we can back, excuse you? Alright. If you listen closely, there's a little, like a toy sound. Like a little squeaky toy sound. Alrighty. Yeah, this, allows you to travel from, area to area. Let's just collect the rest of the fruits here. Let's see. Yeah, that's the rest of the fruit right there. Let's grab these before we forget about them. There's also a thing right here. This will immediately lead us right here, which means you can actually skip that entire section if you want to. But we're not going to do that. Oops. I meant to jump there. I guess the game didn't register my A press. You know what? That's fine. There we go, then. I believe this is another... Yeah, that leads there. So we kind of did that out of order, but... You know what? You know what? It's no big deal. I believe we can jump back up from here. Yes. And then... or I can miss the metal power up like a fucking idiot. And just like that. Maze time. Let's see, I think I already explained everything that I needed to explain for the maze. Oh, good. Thank God, Inky's fucking stupid there. I think it's, yeah, about time to grab the power pellet too. At least make these ghosts piss themselves. Unfortunately, we hit the power palette too early, so Inky there didn't get affected. Like, he didn't turn a darker shade of blue. Also, all the ghosts immediately leave immediately. I should probably also mention that. But yeah, as you saw there, I died immediately. But yeah, as you saw there, yeah, Pac-Man dies immediately upon touching a ghost. So this is, like I said, this isn't like the mazes in the first game. Okay, now I've used up all my power-ups, so I'm gonna have to be a bit strategic about this. And hope that none of the ghosts try and flank me. Okay, that one's my fault. Whew. Okay, we're gonna have to take the long way around here. Fuck you, ghost! Feels good. I don't believe... Now, here's the thing. I don't know if levels have multiple Galaxians, like in the first game. Because I know there was one level in the first game that had multiple Galaxians. Let's get the Meadow power-up again. And the game didn't have read my A press. Alright, let's just walk around and make sure we weren't missing any more boxes. Good camera angle, game. Alright, so I'm not seeing any more boxes. So I think that's the only one you really had to break open. Yep, up that guy's back. Alright, well I think we're all good to move on then. After all, I didn't hit that checkpoint yet, so... Yeah, so as soon as we hit the checkpoint, we basically... Everything we just done here has officially saved. So if we were to... So if we were to bite it right here, for example... we have our insurance, which means we don't have to redo that entire sequence of events there. Yep, and this is where the game teaches you about pressing a mid-rev roll to stop your momentum. Ow! Oh, you are a piece of shit. Okay, I believe this right here is a token. Okay, never mind. It's all something completely different. Okay, we're just gonna jump here, grab that, grab the token. Ooh, nearly overshot that there. Whew. Ah, there's the power pellet already. Alright, let's just try and... There we go. Nab that. Ow. Okay. I believe we collected everything? Is there really only 7 cherries in this? You know what? I'm on one last hit point. Woo! Woo-wee, that was a bit of a ballsy move on my part, but sometimes you gotta play dangerously. 97%. Yeah, I figured we were missing shit. Those damn cherries, man. Blanky's Killer Frog. Wait a minute, you're not Blinky. Pac-Man? Spooky says you can't have that golden fruit thingy. My baby frog tongue should get ya. As long as you don't butt bounce on it or call me Clyde. Yeah, so this game was made. This game was made during an era where someone at Namco completely forgot the names of 2 of their ghosts. And got Blinky and Clyde confused. So Clyde is the red ghost, And their personalities were also swapped as well. Ow! Okay, you are a piece of shit. My big froggy tongue. I'll get you with something you can't break. Let's see how you deal with steel. Don't even think of red rolling. What's that glowing thing in his mouth? Yep, there we go. He kind of gives us the hints. Because, you know, he's kind of an idiot. Yeah, easy, very easy, boss. Just... excuse you, game? Ow! Okay, we might die here just because... Where the fuck is he? There he is. There we go. And we got the golden cherry. Got it from the skin of her teeth because my rev roll kept as I'm not sure if you guys heard, but it kind of revved, stopped, and then revved again. And also because you're sometimes if you don't press the A button, you kind of go flying all over the place. But anyway, that's the area 1's completely done, and we're going on to probably my favorite area, the forest area. And that's just because of these beetwings. Because, excuse you, look how high you go. And in case you couldn't tell, the reason why they're called beetwings is because they go ba-doing. Like, listen. Alright. Okay, we're gonna do that. Doink. Doink. I think if you hit the bullseye, you go even higher. Yeah, there's like an extra life right there. I'm not gonna go for it because after all these years, well, A, I don't think I even realized I was right there. And B, it's not worth killing yourself just for an extra life. At that point, you're just replacing the life you just lost. But yeah, and also the music in this area is also some of my favorites. One thing I should mention that each world, let's just call them that, just to be simplistic here. Each world kind of has their own like motif in their music, and each level uses the same melody, but the instruments are different. So, like, this is the first version. If you listen to the next level, you'll hear that it's the same tune, but done differently. Like, you know, it's like remixed differently. So, here we are. Man, that was a whole lot of tree climbing. I sure hope I don't have to climb all the way down this tree just to hit another thing. Fuck. Well, we're gonna do just that. Now, luckily, as long as you just kind of do small little movements like this, you should be fine. Just, like, if anything, sticking close to the tree is always going to be your best friend. And don't trust the camera. The camera is your worst enemy in this game. Then again, that can be said for most early 90s, 2000s platformers. There we go. And it was worth it because we got a checkpoint. Alright, time for us to reach over here. Into the mouth of a stag beetle. Brilliant. And the token's right there. However, curiously, where's the apple? Gee, I wonder where the apple is. I wonder where the apple is. Ooh. Alrighty, we're just gonna have to bounce on these. Or rather, just jump on these again. We're gonna break this open and... Oh, hey, look! It's a Galaxian. It's time for a maze. Yep, and the maze layout... maze layout might be a bit of the same, but I'm pretty sure there are times where it ends up being different. But anyway, I think the best advice I can give you for the maze is try and grab as many Pac dots as possible in one go, because the more you grab in one go, the better off you are. Yeah, because like I would say use your power pellets sparingly. Also, teleports can be your friend sometimes. We're just gonna go through here. Oh, cool. Inky's a fucking moron. And that was flawless. Pretty. Oh god. Oh god. Fucking jump scared. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I love how high you can get. Woo. Whoa there, partner. I'm gonna have to slow you down. Now, here's the thing. You can actually... Sorry. You can get right here. And then you can red roll over here for an extra life. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna have to figure... If I recall correctly, saving quitting gets rid of all your lives for some reason. I don't know what's the big deal. Also, you can save yourself from getting fall damage by butt bouncing. Okay, this is the... Yeah, I think the best way to go about grabbing all these is just to be doing, whew, that was close. Break the box, jump across like that. Whew, that was close. Okay, we're gonna jump across like this. And then we're gonna bounce on these blue ones. So we can grab the ones right here. And they do give you enough time to jump to the other side. All the oranges collected. Oh god, they're blowing darts at me. Alrighty then. Let's get these guys out so they stop blowing darts at me. Okay, I believe we got all of them. Let's just grab these. Okay, I believe that's everything. Yeah, I believe that's everything here. Let's go for the checkpoint. Oh god. More blow dart assholes. And a mini maze. I already completed the maze. Fuck off, game. I don't need to complete another one. Let me just grab this. You're not gonna get away from me. Where the fuck did you go? There you are. Get back here, asshole. Alrighty, just collect all these pack dots here. And there we go. There's everything. I'm pretty sure I'm missing something. I think I missed a strawberry somewhere. I'm calling it out right now. I missed a strawberry somewhere. Oh, excuse me. No, I got everything. Okay, then. Well, everything except for one token. Okay, well, that's a pleasant surprise, and honestly, a good spot for me to leave off. As that's it for today's episode, folks. If you guys enjoy the content that I do, please consider subscribing, as I'll really appreciate it, as it'll help the channel grow. And be sure to leave a comment so this video can get pushed on YouTube's algorithm. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next episode, where we're gonna be continuing through the woods here, and we may end up going to that snowy area. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Till then, bye bye.